Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. If you're new to the channel, man, I cannot speak. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. I'm old. It take me a little while to get this train moving, but when it goes, it's unstoppable. And I'm going to talk about a story that happened last Wednesday. Now, my man Justice the Truth sent me this. Shout out Justice the Truth. I seen it as he sent it to me, so I'm gonna give him the credit for it. So shout yourself out. You know what I'm saying? This story right here comes out of Arizona. And before I get into this story, I'll put the guy up here. This guy's name is Brandon Gregory. This guy is an absolute savage. And this guy is the father of two daughters. I think they said one is 20 and the other one's like 11 or something like that. And this guy was married. This guy going through a bitter divorce. Got into it with his wife and obliterated her with a baseball bat. And when I say obliterated her, he obliterated her. Then on top of that, you know what? I ain't gonna tell you what happened. Take a look at this and we're gonna come back and get all over it. This is an absolute mess.
I hate you forever. I hope you never, ever, ever get out of prison.
During accused killer Brandon Gregory's first court appearance, the victim's mother shared her daughter's fight for freedom, leading up to her brutal murder.
Allison struggled so hard to get away from him, and she was so close to it, and he took her away from us.
According to court records, Allison and Brandon Gregory were going through a divorce, and they got into a fight on Wednesday afternoon at their home in Surprise. Police say Brandon confessed to beating his wife to death, repeatedly hitting her in the head with a baseball bat.
It's just sickening. And what for? He is such a coward. If he wanted to kill somebody, why didn't he kill himself?
Allison's mother reported her daughter missing after she didn't show up at the airport to pick her up that day. She flew into town to help Allison move out. Prosecutors say the home the couple shared was up for sale and set to close on May 19th.
He's a manipulator, and now he's a murderer.
Court documents reveal grisly details. After the murder, Brandon admitted to wrapping his wife's body in carpet, dragging her into the garage, and stuffing her in the back of her SUV. He then dumped his truck in the parking lot of a nearby business and took an Uber back home. GPS data from Allison's Subaru shows he drove northwest more than 100 miles, throwing away her cell phone and Apple Watch at a gas station in Wickenburg along the way, before ending up at the Burrow Creek campground in Mojave County. That's where police arrested him and discovered Allison's body was in the backseat of the car with him the whole time.
We are left to figure out how to care for a 14-year-old girl and support a 20-year-old daughter through college. We will never be the same.
Police say Brandon Gregory tried to clean up the crime scene before he fled, and he hid the murder weapon in the bushes at the campground. Officers also found an apology letter he wrote to his daughters, where he asked for their forgiveness. Live in studio, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.
Gosh, how messed up is that, guys? How messed up is that? You know how hateful you gotta be and angry to take a baseball bat and beat somebody's head into nothingness to where they stop moving. He said he hit her multiple times. Then he cut the carpet and rolled her up in the carpet, put her in the car, her car. Drove 100 miles with the body in the car, tried to dispose of the body where he got caught at a campground, and threw the murder weapon, the bloody bat, in the bushes. Make it make sense. Now, they was already selling the house. Now, a lot of times you see this type of stuff where men kill their wives over the divorce and stuff. A lot of times it ain't even about losing a woman. It's about having to pay child support and having to pay through the nose. Hell, he already got to sell the house. So it's a lot about loss. And the loss ain't really contained about the woman a lot of times. Wow. Lady said she been trying to get away from him. And what did they say in these domestic violence situations? The hardest time to get away with from somebody is when you make that decision that enough is enough and you try to get out of there. They was living in the same house, because when I first heard this, I was like, why would she even be around him? You know what I'm saying? They was still living in the same house, and they was just hashing things out, going through a bad divorce. Now, don't get me wrong. Divorce is a nasty thing. And very seldom does it end where two people are happy with the breakup. But still, man, you got to have some type of humility, especially as a man. And you'll notice a lot of times I talk, a lot of times I'll say something about the man and stuff. The reason why is men decide if this is going to be a relationship or not. A lot of women might disagree with that. That's the truth. I don't see women running around and just caveman and men like, you going to be with me or else. We control if it's going to be a relationship or not. And this guy was building a life with this woman, and evidently things fell apart during their journey together. And now all of a sudden she's you know what I'm saying, dead, and he trying to cover it up, and it makes no damn sense. Same thing every time. I forgot to put my do not disturb on. I apologize about that. Same thing every time, guys. You know how hard it is to hide a body after doing something vicious like that to her? He was going to take the body to a campground, just leave the car and let somebody come across that and like let it start stinking. He was throwing a cell phone in different places, driving 100 miles like she would be abducted. You know you would be the prime suspect, dumbass, if anything happened to her when y'all know y'all had turbulence and other people knew about it. How you going to explain to her going to a campground? Motherfuckers are stupid. They do stupid stuff. They react like children and then try to cover it up like children. This guy right here, now that you know he did it, you need to dispatch him immediately. Them people already hurting. The family members already hurting and devastated. They can't get no more devastated than him. It might not take away the pain, but it'll soothe it somewhat by putting his head in a damn hydraulic press and hitting the button and holding it until his eyes come out his goddamn head. They need to start doing something about these type of motherfuckers that's out here doing this shit. For real. I never was one of them people that was about domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? If I feel as though I got to hit a chick, whether she my wife or not, she out of there. I will give everything up. You know what I'm saying? When I divorced my daughter Tegan's mother, I signed 2 houses over and everything just to get away out of that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Was she a bad person? No, she was bad for me. And we just could not come to an impasse in moving forward. As long as I could take care of my daughter, be in her life, that was enough for me. And regardless of anything that I felt as though I was going to lose, it wasn't worth taking the life of this person and rolling the dice to hopefully that I would not lose nothing and not get caught. This guy's a major league dumbass. And he right where he need to be. Well, in fact, he not where he need to be. He need to be asleep permanently right now. But the justice system is the justice system. And if the family like it, I love it. Them people crying on TV saying they'll hate him forever. And rightfully so. If it was up to me, I would say, ma'am, what do you want us to do with him? And whatever she said, we carried it out immediately. You'd never see another sunset, and you damn sure wouldn't see another sunrise. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. As a man, you're responsible for everything that revolves around you. For you to get so narrow-sighted and childish the way you get angry and in a fit of rage, you kill your children's mother without thinking about them and the impact she had on them and the love they had for her, just as they have for you, and they don't understand what's going on with the divorce. That's hard enough. And you go and do this, it's nothing but supreme selfishness. Get him out of here. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.